Hey guys, welcome to another review. This is your boy Gamelander here. Today we're covering Resident Evil, the Netflix Resident Evil Season 1. And boy, that was a series. Like, I've just finished covering Miss Marvel. Just watched it and saw Resident Evil Netflix version came out, live action that is, and jumped on it, watched it. And boy, I watched like half of the first episode, and I was bored out of my mind. I end up fell asleep and wake up back in the middle of episode 3, and literally I just simply decided not to go back and rewatch the last part of episode 1 and episode 2 and first episode 2. I just continued from that, and I swear to you, this series is not good by any means of the imagination. It's not even me being over dramatic or me just not liking the fact that they race swap Wesker and that kind of stuff. It's not even that. It's just that there's nothing about it that is interesting enough to continue. Like not really continue, but to grab my attention, because I finished complete the entire season. But there's nothing that really grabs my attention, like for example, with Batwoman. I didn't like what it did to Batman, but there's some part of the story worked in season 1 and was entertaining enough for me to actually go, we can just watch it. Even Legend of Tomorrow was entertaining enough for me to sit through it and go back for season 2. With this, I could not get through season 1, honestly. There was nothing redeeming about this series at all. Firstly, our main characters are very uninteresting. They're the main character, because main character is Jade, basically. She's the one that would kind of follow through the series in the post-apocalypse and pre-apocalypse too, to a degree. The pre-apocalypse focus more on her family than her. Well, her and her family than really her individually. But the post-apocalypse focus on her individually, and her individually is boring. Like, she's bored no matter what. And this is one of the things that I find interesting. Like, Jade overall, regardless of his post-apocalypse or pre-apocalypse, she is an asshole. Like I remember like an opening scene that said like, she's been away from phone for 6 months in the post-apocalypse, and I was like, why are you away from phone for 6 months? They didn't really it seemed like it's her own selfish reason why she's away from phone for 6 months, and that does make things worse, to be honest. And then later on in the series, we find out the guy that basically is staying with her daughter, he's not the biological father. And I'm like, I thought he was biological dad or something, but he's not. Wow. And then you're away, and to make matters worse, when she finally meets her back with her family, she's an asshole to the guy, and it's like, he's not the father, and you're an asshole to a guy that you left your kid with for 6 damn months. You're a bad mother. The pre-apocalypse wasn't any better, because the pre-apocalypse Jade was automatically an asshole for no reason. You didn't know why she was an asshole. She was just an asshole. Like, she disrespect everybody. She disrespect her father, Albert Wesker. She disrespect everybody she sees. She's not really. She's just a plain asshole. I don't like her character. Like, there's no likable character in this series. Like, Albert Wesker is a poor example of a father. Like, he gets bodied by his daughter. So, I mean, his daughters disrespect him left, right, and center, especially Jade. Like, there's no respect, and he just takes it. Like, I remember one scene particularly, he was in a work call, and she comes and flicked his device that he was using. She knocked it over and disrespect him right in front of his colleagues. I'm like, what is this? What is this supposed to be about? Who's supposed to be rooting for this series? Because if this is how they want kids like to act, like, this is disrespectful. Like, what? This is not serious. This is plain disrespectful. How can you like somebody like she disrespectful in the past, she disrespectful in the future? There's nothing likable about Jade. There's nothing likable about anybody. Albert Wesker is nothing to look up to, it's nothing to admire. It's not even like he's a bad guy, he's just a wimp, a weak father. He has zero authority in his own home. What the hell? And a lot of times it's not even that. The series, the women in the series, the females in the series upstage the men left, right, and center. The men in this series has no backbone. All the time Wesker shows a bit of backbone is to other men, but to the women upstage the men in this show so much. You thought, guys, ooh. Like, I think what happened is they should have just made this series a different series entirely. Call it something else. Like, this is not Resident Evil Monsters and Imagination. They should have just called it something else. Literally, they should have called it something else. If they had called it something else, I just wouldn't have watched it. I just watched the first episode and said I'm not watching the remainder of this. But the fact they called it Resident Evil, it's a disrespect. Welcome to Raccoon City was bad, but they tried. Was disrespectful to the Leon, but they tried in most part. But this was blatant disrespect to Albert Wesker, to the Resident Evil franchise. This was just disrespect overall. Mad disrespect too, nonetheless. Like, even if you want to make this a Resident Evil series, make this a different family. You could also make this a different family and try to salvage this bullshit. Make it a different family. That would be fine enough. Because then it would still be disrespectful. Like, yo, all the complaints I have about was like Jade is the asshole, Albert Wesker's a wimp, he's a character assassination at best. Like, to be honest, to fair game, I like Lance Reddick. I've seen him in a lot of stuff, especially even in video games like Quantum Break. I liked him for the most part for most things I've seen him in, I liked him. And to be honest, in this series, it shows that he actually flexes acting really well. Because when it comes, so the reveal was he's a clone of Albert Wesker. He's not the original Albert Wesker, and that was cool enough. I'm like, okay, fine. When you see the clones, because there's multiple clones, like 3 of them, and the real Albert Wesker comes in, it was such an uncanny valley for me. I was like, okay, at least he has hair. At least he has hair, and he had the leather jacket, and he had the shades. At least he has that. That was like, okay, fine. They tried something like, okay, fine, but it just didn't work. It did not work. I did not like it. And the fact that he had the clones, when it comes to the clones though, Lance Reddick acting, you see the range, each clone feel distinct from each other. So he's a bloody good actor. You could feel his acting coming out that way because each clone was distinct from each other. But that shit could not save this series. His acting is the best thing about the series. I ain't gonna front you. Not the portrayal of the character, but when you reach to the clones and see his capability and different in the voices of the clones, it's like, this man can act. This man can act. Right? Like, but overall, all in all, everybody else, apart from Lance Reddick, I would, especially child actors, poor acting. They're not good actors, sorry. They're not good. It's not good acting there, but the child actors are not good acting. I would talk about the children treat the dad like a child. That's the best way to describe this thing. They treat the dad like a child. Oh my god, man, this series is bad. This series is bad, guys. If you like it, you probably like CW shit. I ain't gonna front. If you like this series, kudos to you. You probably like CW shit, and you're part of the bloody problem. If you find this entertaining, you're probably a chick. And I ain't gonna lie, chicks alone will find this shit entertaining. And this is me stereotyping. Yes, I believe women alone find this damn thing entertaining. And to be frank, I've showed a female friend this movie, and she was bored out of her mind. She said that her utter words is that she would put on this series to watch if she wasn't tired but wanted to go to sleep. I don't know who the series for, and she doesn't know nothing about Resident Evil. Granted, She just said it is a boring series overall. It doesn't seem entertaining. There's nothing to grab her. That's hers. That was what she said. And to be frank, she's telling the truth. Or the reason why I stayed away that long because it had the Resident Evil name. So I want to see how far this bullshit was gonna go. I'm not even talking about some of the bullshit that happened in the series as yet, because the series is full of bullshit. But overall, it's full of bullshit and it's bullshit and it's bullshit. If you like it, fine. I have to question your taste in movies, but fine. If you don't have a problem with a race swap, fine. If you can't do good live action, stay to fucking animation. The animation shit was good enough. Ain't great. To be honest, I like the animation really well. I even rewatched one the other day. I think, which one I rewatched? I think it was Vendetta or something. Like, I rewatched the other one the other day and it was really good. I liked it. There was some contrived problems, but I liked it. Just stick to that shit. Anyways, guys, I'm not gonna make this too long because I promised myself I wouldn't make this too long. But if you like it, if you like the show, if you like my video, like, subscribe, and leave a comment on the video. What was your favorite? What do you hate about this series? If you like it, tell us why you like it. What drove you to like it? Because I don't know if you like soap opera properly. However, like, subscribe to this channel if you want more content like this. I'll be putting more Resident Evil content more review content like this coming soon. And see you guys in the next. Also, we do video games too. We do video games walkthrough, so please check it out. More videos, a lot more videos on our channel with video games walkthrough and other reviews. So see you guys in the next one. Peace.